All right, Judy. We need to talk. And, I know I've been kikiing it, entertainment and everything, but this is one of them times that, we're gonna get into some real talk. And this needs to be said, okay? Because this is something that kind of irritates me to the core and makes me just as angry as it can be. And I'm really hoping that I don't have to be a part of a story like this anytime in the future. And some of you who may be watching this kind of know why I'm saying this. And if I offend anybody or make anybody upset, oh well, I'm sorry. If that's what you call yourself getting, you call yourself being mad, you call yourself being upset. If that's what you answer to, then that's what you are, mad, upset, and offended. But this is to all you trifling, sorry hoes that think that you need, and I'm not just talking about women, some of you guys may fit in this category too. But some of you feel like you need somebody so bad in your life to make you feel complete that you sit up and you sacrifice your kids just so you can have somebody in your life. And why I'm talking about this is because of this child, this 4-year-old little girl named Maleah Davis here in Houston. This story has gone national. I know it was on Good Morning America, I think. But this little girl, this sweet, bright, skinned, little pretty girl named Maleah. She disappeared late last week. She was with her stepdad and another sibling, and the stepdad was supposed to be going to Bush International Airport to go pick up his wife, who was away at a funeral for her own dad, okay? Well, this man said he got a flat tire and these 3 Mexican dudes in a pickup truck rolled up on him. First it was a pickup truck, then it turned into a car. I don't know what the story. The man's story has changed so much. You'd think he was rewriting history. But supposedly they came up on the car and they, was asking him, did he need help, and talking about how pretty the little girl was, and she was so pretty. And then next thing you know, they knocked him out, and he was knocked out, and he had been knocked out for over 3 hours. And then they done drove him almost 45 minutes to an hour away on the other side of town. Now, I know Houston is big, and it does take a while to get around. This is one of the major reasons why I want to get out of Houston. But anyway, this man ended up on the other side of town in what we call Sugarland, which is it's just a subdivision or another part of Houston, a subtown, whatever you want to call it. This man don't remember nothing. He drags his black ass to the nearest hospital with fresh wounds on his head. The wife now, she's don't know what's going on. She come to find out the husband was hit, the daughter's missing. But it comes to find out this child has a daddy who loves her. Don't love the mama. That's why they ain't together. But he's on the other side of town with his life and his family, and his daughter's over here being beaten, beat down, abused, mistreated. All because the mama got to have some dick in her life. Or whatever that she's getting from this man. She's trifling. She's a trifling ass woman. And it would be one thing if something happened to this child and she never witnessed anything. She never heard anything. Because, you know, she thought their life was so perfect and you know, they were just being one big happy family. But this child and her siblings have been taken out of their mama's care through the Department of Children and Families Protective Services, or CPS, whatever you want to call them. I'd rather call them the division of fuckery. Because Department of Children and Family Services, no matter if it, you know, protective services, no matter if it's in Florida or Texas, New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, they all mess up. And then they want to complain about, oh, we have so many cases and so few workers and we have many people who care, but you know, the parents don't care. All that bullshit. You got people like me who would take care of a child, educate a child, culture a child, make sure the child has the best education in the world. Oh no, but they won't give me one, or they won't put one in my care because, you know, I'm a certain age and I'm single and I'm gay. Oh, all that bullshit. And I tried to co-parent anything from with a child that was in the womb up till the time she was 2 years old. And I heard the same damn bullshit over and over. Oh, I need a man in my life. I want my children to have a daddy. Blah, 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 all that. They're probably the same guy, you know, the same reasons why that woman, Mrs. Davis or whatever her name is, was with that dude. Oh, she need a man in her life. She need a man to make her feel like a woman. Don't the breast and the vagina you have qualifies you as a woman? Your children don't need that man. Your children need you. Your children need love. Your children need understanding. Your children don't need him, okay? But some of you are so quick to throw out there, oh, my children need a daddy. My children need a father. I don't want my children being raised by nobody gay. Or I don't want my child doing this or doing that or being around these people. That's an excuse. Just so you could get laid. So you could be up on Facebook with, you know, posing with kissy faces and oh, my man. But then as soon as your man fuck up, or as soon as your man don't do right, or as soon as your man don't come home at the same time you online talking about my baby daddy ain't shit. My husband ain't shit. My husband, you know, up in these groups. My baby daddy this, my baby daddy that. It is a horrible thing because this little girl now is laying dead somewhere. God only knows where her body is, but we know her soul is in a happy place. Her soul is somewhere with people, other souls that, you know, puppies and candy and pretty things and wonderful things. This is what I envision that, you know, for children like Maleah. Children like Adam Walsh. Children like those children who were killed in Atlanta back in the 80s, you know. Children like the little Haitian girl in South Florida where the DPS worker said she went and checked on her every month or every few months, and come to find out her foster mother she killed her or sold her to somebody, and God only knows where this child is. And if she's living, she's probably don't even know who she is, or she's probably been traded into the sex game or trafficked or whatever you want to call it. If your world is so messed up that you need a man to make you feel whole or to make you feel like a woman, and your children are in your way, then you get your ass up, your dick starving ass up, and you take them children somewhere, you know, to somebody who's gonna love them, who's gonna do for them. who's going to clothe them, who's going to feed them, who's going to educate them, who's going to culture them, who's not going to think that, you know, a pair of Jordans is the most important thing in their life. Having a pair of Jordans and some cute jeans, dressing them up like 18, 20-year-olds is more important than letting them play and saving that money for them damn shoes that they don't need, that's probably tearing up their feet. Saving money and taking them to Disney or somewhere that's going to create a memory in their life. And hear the mama, you know, Maleah's mama on TV, she crying and and she just constantly pulling at her fingers, because she nervous as hell. She is nervous as hell because she know she done fucked up. She crying and all that. Hey man, tears coming out of her eyes. At first I was like, well, you know, and everybody was calling that out on Facebook and everything and online. I'm like, well, you know, some people feel grief and maybe they are crying, but you know, you don't have to always release physical tears. Sometimes it happens that way, sometimes it don't. But even me and giving her a benefit of doubt, I felt like maybe hell, you know, this whole here. But now it comes to find out, I don't know if it was surveillance cameras or somebody in the apartment complex. It probably was somebody in the complex, because straight out, we as black people or minorities, we some nosy bastards. So if I think somebody been hitting on a child, beating on a child, or messing around on somebody good, I'm gonna be out there watching you too. And I don't give a damn what you say. I want you to say something to me so I can say something right back to you and call you out of your name. But they done found this man, seen this man on camera with a basket, some Clorox, I think a towel, a kid's towel, and in the basket was a bag. And just to see this picture to know that that baby was in that bag, this man deserves all kind of hell. I'm talking about, and I say it all the time, somebody like that, or somebody that does something bad against me or bad against my mama, the way I feel about it is, I don't give two goddamns about you. I wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire and there was no water. I wouldn't even piss on you. And as much water as I drink, trust me, that's just as good as water coming out of a faucet if I needed to pee on you. But somebody that hurts children and innocent people, you deserve every damn thing that comes to you. Nightmares, stress, financial problems, headaches, body aches, everything. Just whatever bad happens to you, it needs to keep on happening. But I'm telling you now, some of you women, and maybe some of you guys out there with kids, single fathers with kids, but mostly to you girls, y'all need to stop this bullshit. Y'all want to get online and talk about it, talking about, oh, you know, I couldn't be like Miss Shirley Brown and all that, talking about woman to woman. But I tell you this much, them Miss Shirley Browns and all of them Barbara Masons and all them women singing them old songs, they'd be quick to put their men out. Yes, they were keeping their men around. They were learning. They were loving their men, but they were learning their men. But the men fucked up or did something to their kids. They were putting them men out without even thinking about it. Not even thinking, because there's no way my mama would have put no man in front of me and my brother. There's no way. No way, not even to this day. She would never let no man come before me and my brother, and we both in our goddamn 40s. And she'll let you know real quick, I don't need you. You know? So I'm telling you like this. You keep putting these men, these fucked up, men with these attitudes and that all they care about is smoking dope, selling dope, getting new tennis shoes, with all these criminal records, you know, barely can even wipe their ass, gotta borrow your money and get all happy when you get your income tax check. If that's the kind of men you want in your life, then don't get upset and don't trip out when they cheating on you with either females or males, because that's going on too. And definitely don't be shocked and hurt when they hitting on your kids or something happened to your kids and you ain't around. And if these kids are telling you, oh mama, such and such, he hit me. Oh mama, he cursed at me, called me stupid. Oh mama, he touched me. And you defend him, oh, you deserve everything bad that's gonna happen to you too. And that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Don't end up like Miss Davis. Don't end up like a lot of these women out here because you putting a man first. Put yourself first. Put your kids first. And then put his ass outside. All right, Judy? I love you. Tell your mama I said hi.